Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video we are talking about Triforce, which is a Nintendo arcade system, and the reason that it's called Triforce is because it represents a triangle, like that Zelda kind of thing, the Triforce, but the Triforce is made up of Namco, Sega and Nintendo. It's a collaboration that brought us this arcade hardware, and what's freaking amazing now is you can play this via Dolphin. Now it hasn't been implemented into the main Dolphin, the stable version that you download. You need to get one of the most recent or the more recent nightly builds that are available, and you can get this up and running. It's very easy to get started, and it is absolutely fantastic because you get to see games with an arcade twist. So let's have a look at the games. We're going to have a look at 3 games. So yeah guys, before we go in there, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then a subscription and a like is super duper appreciated. But this upscaled to 4K via Dolphin just looks superb. So there are a couple of Mario Kart GP games. We're starting with the original one, and guess what? You can pick a whole bunch of characters. And because this is made with Namco, you've got some Namco characters in there, like Pac-Man. I picked Pac-Man in the second part, but in the first one, I just wanted to go with Mario. And what's so fun about this, it looks superb. The colors, they're bright, just like Nintendo games, but it has that arcade feel about it. The carts look a bit bigger. It feels bigger. It feels bigger when you're playing it. It feels like Mario Kart with a twist. You know, the way you've got Mario Kart on the mobiles, was never really interested in that, but that was a mobile variant of Mario Kart. This is the arcade variant. This is where you sit down in the machine and you play it. Now, when you're used to the normal Mario Karts, it plays slightly different to that. Now, I figured that there was an accelerate button, there was a brake button, and there was a button to launch your item. So where you're kind of used to pressing that shoulder button, or in this case I was playing it with a controller, not a steering wheel, that button is brake. You can't like kind of drift around corners the way you do in a normal Mario Kart game. Nonetheless, it is fun, and I'm sure there's mechanics in there that I could use. Now, the way I kind of figured it out could be wrong. This is one of those games where even if you come first place, in order to get to the next race, you need to put another coin. So let's say there's 5 races in each cup, or 4 races, whatever, you need to put in 4 coins. Also, it has like a card system where it saves your data. I was kind of messing around with that, but obviously running this via Dolphin in beautiful 4K, I didn't have access to that card. But this is just absolutely fab. A new way to enjoy Nintendo GameCube, but repackaged as arcade hardware. Absolutely superb. And the work the developers do for Dolphin, it is amazing. When you look at the nightlies, sometimes in one day there's like 10 different builds that have been put out, and the latest one runs this. No doubt this will get pushed into the main, but for now it is in the unstables, and it's well worth checking out. But let's check out like Grand Prix or Mario GP number 2 and see what that looks like. I do like the choice of characters that you have, and it tells you like the heavier characters is for advanced players. But let's go ahead and fire up with Pac-Man. So over here it wants to take a picture of you, but you can disable that. So when you actually do your controls via Dolphin, there's some additional controls that you need. You need like a service button, a coin button, and there's an additional button there. So what you do is you press one of the buttons, I think it's the service one, and you go in and you can actually disable the camera, because initially when I played this, it kept crashing when it was asking for the camera, because Dolphin or whatever it's doing, it's looking for a camera, and I don't have a camera attached, and I don't even think that's actually available in this. I don't think you can put your picture in there, but it's really nice to have the option where you can disable the camera, and it looks like that was actually part of hardware. So in here, number 2, I picked Pac-Man, and I'm racing around. Now number 2 definitely felt easier than number 1, but look at this, look at the stages there. It's got like Yoshi there, it's got baby Mario there, and it's got that kind of paper Mario art style, which just looks absolutely beautiful. And this is something that I really liked about arcade races. It was the scenery, what you were looking when you were racing around. Whether it was something like Outrun, or later stuff like Ridge Racer, where you had helicopters, planes, Ferris wheels, all that stuff, what makes a fantastic racing game. And here I am, I'm going into Castle of Cake, into a runway, and the power-ups are very much different in this. Like, look at this, I've got 3 pictures of Luigi just doing my head in. I mean, 3 Luigis is too much Luigi for anyone. I've got like a spike fishy thing that I'm chucking out. It is fantastic. It is a twist. It just feels superb. I would actually really like it if Nintendo even released these on the Switch too, as you know, that online subscription bundle games that you get, or they just released it as a package that you could play online with others. It seriously is fun, and it feels like an arcade game of Mario Kart, and that's exactly what it is. Definitely check this out. You can find the ROMs for these online. I can't help you with that, but you can probably help yourself. Google is your friend. They're not really that difficult to find, and you grab like the latest, grab the latest one, and the latest Unnightly, sorry, I meant to say, grab that, play it, and just have the fun that I'm having. This is definitely worth checking out. It's nice to see Pac-Man. You can be like the ghost from Pac-Man as well. I was kind of torn between which one to play in this video, but in the end I was like, let me go for Pac-Man. You got Mrs. Pac-Man there as well. You see her there at the bottom. Here, nice. And this time we have F-Zero-AX, and this is just absolutely superb. It feels very much identical to the GameCube version of F-Zero. What's that one called? I think it's called like F-Zero GX. There are differences, I'm sure there are, but hey, I never played the GameCube one that much. It looks very similar. I wouldn't say the same, it looks very similar. Maybe it does look the same, but it plays like F-Zero. It just plays superb. It's very fast, and it's very difficult. Again, just looks beautiful. What you can do with Dolphin is just superb. Upscaling this to 4K, it's running at a solid 60 frames per second. Absolutely no drops, no issues. I am running this on a powerful PC, a 4080 Super, paired with like a, what is it, a 9800 or 9850 3DX. I always forget what my processor is, but either way, it's a powerful PC that I'm running on, and it runs absolutely superb. Now, in most cases, I really do like original hardware. Not that I'm gonna have a Nintendo arcade machine in my house. I don't think my wife would like that, even if I was able to get one. But when it comes to what Dolphin can do with the GameCube and the Wii, it is just superb. It's so darn good that I have no desire to actually set up my original hardware. Now, I don't have my GameCube anymore, but I do have a Wii, and I really like it. But the emulation is just so darn good, guys. Definitely check out Dolphin, whether you're playing normal GameCube games, Wii games, or whether you are trying Triforce and you are trying these arcade classics. Now, there are some other games that are on this hardware. One that I'm really interested in is a game called Virtua Striker 4. There's a few different ones like Virtua Striker 2002, Virtua Striker 4 version 2006. So I'm interested in this because, hey, I would like to play them. Virtua Striker was fun. I actually remember seeing that game in the arcade. It was like the Dreamcast version that I'm thinking of, which may have been an earlier one. Either way, it's fantastic. However, not all the games on this system are supported. There's not many. There's a game called The Key of Avalon, The Wizard Master, and a few different versions of that. It'll be interesting to see if those get implemented later, but for now, as far as I know, there's 4 games that do work. The Virtua Striker 4 does work, but I wasn't able to find like a ROM of that anywhere. So the 3 games that I did find are the 3 games that you've seen in this video. So guys, that's kind of it. Absolutely fantastic. Love the work that is happening here. Love like the games that we're playing now. There's a lot of games that I missed in yesteryear, and we are now playing them in the comfort of our own home in 4K on our PCs. Absolutely superb. I do intend to put this on like one of my Android devices, the Retroid Pocket 5 later, because I do know this stuff works on there. However, I won't be able to run it in 4K. I'll be glad if I can run it in 1080p on that device. Anyway, guys, just a quick one. Play more games, play this stuff. It's freaking awesome. Be awesome to one another. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.